Okay, there, Natalie here. Today I'm showing off how to pull off this little bug that makes it so that you can make offset blocks, and those offset blocks lead to all kinds of issues. First, let's do a little test together. I'm going to copy an empty space the size of this room, and I'm going to drop it over top this room. And you can see that that gets rid of the whole room, the door and all. Okay, we'll come back to that later. All right, so first, let's go grab a barrel. This can be done with other containers, just barrels can have barrels in them, so that makes it easier to make this jank. All right, so we've got a barrel and a barrel, and I'm gonna push and hold, and now I can come over here and click on this barrel. This only works with clicking. I was trying to do this on the Steam Deck. I think it actually might work on the Steam Deck with using the pointer, like the touch screen. Even though it's in like game controller mode. But I'm not sure that you can do it there. What really matters for this to work is wherever we click on this is where the barrel's going to end up, and that has to be outside of a room. It can't be in a room. So you can see here that the barrel would end up outside of the blue border of the room here. So I'm going to click it. That's exactly where it'll end up. You can see it's actually between these two blocks here. I've got to go place it down somewhere. I could actually place it near where I just put this. But when I undo, the barrel's going back to that location that I had clicked. It's not going back into the previous barrel that it was in, which, if you ask me, that's where it should be going. But I guess there's some reason that that's difficult to do. And it leads to problems like this. All right, so now that we've got this barrel that's outside of the area, the game actually does several things that would make it so you can't really do anything with the barrel. Because when you change the space, you can see the barrel gets destroyed. So no barrel. So we can actually work around that. But first, let's go back to that other thing that I was saying I was going to show you. So if we select a space big enough to completely overwrite our room, it has to get the like the full borders of the room. And this is for the room that has the entrance in it. And that space includes an offset. It has to include an offset item. Drag this over, and I'm going to drop it here. You'll see that that got rid of everything except the door. Now it looks like if I try starting the stage, I need an entrance. So it's, oh, the entrance actually isn't there and it's not gonna let me save it. But if I just do this, and now it's inside a room, I can start up the stage. Ta-da! I can also sort of get away with another weird thing here. So I really liked the way that this kind of presents itself, but I think you guys got it, so you can't really save this and be able to load it. But if we set it up like this, where the door is outside of the stage, I can't actually walk into the room this way, or sideways can work. I think one more off the screen and it makes me walk backward to get onto the screen. But you can see, like, we are outside of things out here. We can kind of go anywhere we want. That's problematic. I think that barrel's still reelable, is it? Yeah, I can make that barrel real. I'm going to try and make it not real in a minute. Okay, so with this, if I were to save it, it would let me save. In fact, let's do it. But if I tried reloading this, the door would, I think, is outside the room, and your code set up that if the door is outside the room, it seems to figure out that's not okay, and it will throw an error saying that, hey, you can't do this. So I'm going to just extend so to make sure it's in there. And now when we start up, it still works. Ta-da! We're outside of the area. Okay, and then the other things I said I would show you were, I believe, the warp portal, but not the dupe stacking because it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, doing the duplicates, it's still similar. We use an offset block. We stack the item we want into the same space as the offset block. and then we have to copy it, but I haven't figured out exactly which space it's in that you have to copy, and so it's kind of janky to pull off, and I don't really want to deal with it right now. And I figure if you get rid of the offsets, that takes care of the problem, or you can not do that and just let me jank around with things. Okay, so let's make a funky warp portal. All right, so we're gonna make a portal. We're gonna drag one of the portals, put it down a level. We're gonna pick it up, go up, and drop it out here. So it's inside the room, but not like not within the area that we're wanting it to stay, I guess. I'm gonna say undo, and you can see the portal is actually still there. Even though it removed the room space that got automatically created, the portal is still there. If I go down, it's not down here, and I believe this is a valid portal. We can drop ourselves in there, and there we go, we come out the other side. And I'll just show you that, like, in-game it really does do its thing. So yeah, that's that. That seems to make use of similar problems that we have. It doesn't, it does require undoing. You have to do the undo in order to make the real space that's under it go away. But it doesn't require an offset block to pull this off. So it's definitely different than the offset block jank. So speaking of offset block jank, there's some stuff that I can do to this guy over here that will make it become what I keep calling non-corporeal, but that's probably not like real. So I just drew some space behind it. Now normally when we do that, it would destroy the barrel, and it's not doing that right now. Oh, also our entrance, our fake entrance got nuked. Can I undo that back? Yeah, but why? We're not trying to show off how to get all these things to work together. It takes hours of janking around with these things. Okay, I'm gonna try and show you one more weird thing with the whole offsetting stuff. Where items can become sort of not there and then they get stuck in the game world. All right, so I've just put an item inside an item, and now I'm gonna take and remove the item outside of a room so that it will like be there. Let's bring ourselves over here. And I think at the moment it's real. But there's something we can do to it to make it not so real. What is that? Can I do a copy and then drop next to it? Yeah, that's looking pretty not real now. I think that might have non-reeled it because I can't select it anymore. I can select this copy, but this thing is just like, it's not there. It looks like it's there, but it's not there. And so let's move the entrance like here. Okay, and now I'm gonna save this the way it is, and let's exit out. And I'm just gonna come out here and walk out a door, and let's see if it's out here now. Is it anywhere? There it is. Look, this is that barrel. And just like I made this barrel, you can do this with like any other item that you can shove inside a barrel. So you can do this with barrels. You can do it with monsters. My son managed to do it with the worm thing. What is it? Lerm, that's it. He managed to do it with Lerm, and this barrel will follow you everywhere you go now. So if I just jump into another user's stage, like, hey, this Questmaster one that someone made, it's the top one trending. I was just picking the top trending one. I'm not doing it because it's my stage. If we just start heading around, we should find that barrel. I swear, it's here somewhere. There it is. There's the barrel. See that? I guess it orients based on whatever the map 00 is or something, and maps it out that way. And this barrel will follow you everywhere, aside from being like outside the world. If I go into, let's go into the map maker. Into a new stage in the map maker, I thought. If we go ahead and slide over here, there's that barrel. And we can go down to like more levels and you'll see it's there no matter what level we're on. Luckily, it's not, I don't think it's like a huge issue. It seems to just be a graphical or a sprite glitch. Again, if it's a monster, it can move around like a real monster does. But as soon as you exit the game, it's gone. And it doesn't seem to get uploaded into levels or anything like that. It's just a game level glitch related to this other stuff. Okay, so that's way more than I probably needed to tell you about. I'd be surprised if you watched the end of this, but you know, I hope it's helpful and don't take away all my fun. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.